And good afternoon. Welcome to Today to Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter along with Keith Fustel. A big Sunday. We have three big carryovers. We'll get to all that. First, let's tell you how it happened. If you like the long shots, well, yesterday here at Laurel Park was the track to play. A bunch of long shots throughout the day. The bug boy, Felix Pinero, he was on two of those long shots. The first one for owner-trainer Donald Souter, Wilco's Golden Eye, a big price, and then an even bigger price on the Jose Corrales horse, a nickel 3 life horse that was stepping up off the claim from Claudio into what I thought was a tough nickel starter. The nickel starters around here are usually pretty tough, and a nickel 3 life horse steps up and wins it at a big price for Corrales. So congratulations to Donald Souter, Jose Corrales, and the bug boy Felix Pinero. And then we weren't done yet. Joan Reynolds, your cousin, with a nice long shot winner in the finale out of the Laurie Z's punch mare for the capper, Mike Zanella and Chip Reed. And who was on that horse?
That was Caramanos.
Caramanos, a nice ride,
Horse overcame a slow start, kind of broke in with a little awkward, had to steady. And as soon as Bill, he was calling that chart, and I said, that might be a good thing. That horse will just go ahead and then settle off the pace.
Right.
Was able to sustain a run, a grinding run, to get up a Pinero. Good ride on Wilco's Golden Eye. Was very patient between horses, found his seam, and was able to go clear at a big price. And Girl Drama, and like I say, I don't know where that one came from.
Right.
Boy, was he excited through the gallop out, waving the stick and everything. That was good to see.
All right, so that was yesterday. Trevor McCarthy, he didn't win 5, but he did have a 2-win day yesterday. Both wins came for trainer Jamie Ness, and Ness Barnes been heating up recently. And Trevor McCarthy, he's one of the hottest jockeys in the country right now.
Oh, he's one of the best riders in the country.
Right.
He can go anywhere. He can go anywhere and succeed. We got a couple guys like that around here, but right now he's kind of sticking out. So, and he's just rolling right along, and he'll get, his opportunities are endless now. The weather, picks up all the tracks right on the East Coast. Sure. You'll see him everywhere. He's going to be super, super busy.
And he works in the morning and afternoon, 7 days a week. All right, let's show you what's on tap for today. We have three nice carryovers. There's the carryover in the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6, $15,534. Now, yesterday what was 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 6? It paid $4,000 the Pick 6 yesterday. The winning ticket. It was for 5 out of 6, 4 out of 6, and I guess it was probably multiple winning tickets at that, but or maybe not, but it paid $4,000 yesterday, the Pick 6, but the jackpot is still there. This will be well played today. It's over 25. I think it'll be over 25,000 when it's all said and done. Now, don't sleep on the Pick 6 today. Normally, it starts in race 4, starts in race 3 today on the 8-race program. The Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 3 today with that carryover over 15,000. We have a couple other carryovers as well, the late Pick 5, and I have tickets for both the Pick 5s today. Both Pick 5s always feature an industry-low 12% takeout, and there's the carryover on the late Pick 5, $5,514. That'll start in race 4. And then another carryover that's also going to start in the 4th race, the Rolling Super High 5, which has a low 15% takeout. And there's the carryover, $7,378. And once again, Rolling Super High 5 will start in race 4. So big action on a Sunday afternoon here at Laurel Park.
Does Tim have his Pick 6 ticket today?
Yes.
I'll be interested to see later on down the road how he attacked the last couple. We've got a couple heavy, solid morning line favorites. See which direction he went in there. I think they're a little vulnerable. This is a good little Pick 6 sequence to step in on.
Sure. My late Pick 5, I went 4 deep in races 7 and 8, so I guess I think races 7 or 8 are wide open.
Sure.
I'm looking for a price in races 7 or 8. All right, let's tell you what's on tap next Saturday, and let's tell you what's going on. Another big super Saturday here at Laurel Park. It's our Spring Stake Spectacular. 7 stake races worth over $750,000 in purses. The big feature of the day, and a bunch of national attention is going to be on this race, and that's the Express Bet Federico Tessio to win, and you're in for the Preakness, and we're going to have a very popular short price favorite in there, the Maryland bred Always Mining, who's won 5 in a row, including 4 stakes in a row. Most recently, he crushed his competition, going 2 turns for the first time in the private terms back in March. Last weekend, he turned in a sensational 5-furlong workout yesterday up at Fair Hill, and the press release is on the website, laurelpark.com, to keep up with all the latest Maryland racing news. Yesterday, a nice maintenance half-mile work, 49 flat up at Fair Hill for Always Mining. He's going to be the favorite in the Testio. That's a winner in your end for the Preakness, and that's going to be next Saturday.
Yeah, and I saw Graham Motion even. The quote from Graham, really complimenting what she's done and the talent of this particular horse, and he's very familiar with this run right now at this time of year. So that was nice of him, and I mean, you got to respect that opinion, and I think Always Mining is going to be a certain force here the next couple months.
All right, so looking forward to next Saturday. Hopefully we have some nice weather. There's the giveaway, a nice-looking Maryland Jockey Club tote bag. I think you're going to be seeing a bunch of those at Preakness and Ocean City throughout the year. A good-looking giveaway for our Spring Stakes Spectacular. So that's next Saturday. Once again, all the press releases about next Saturday are right on the website, laurelpark.com. Let's get right to it here. Let's show you a picture of the main track, fast main track. It's been perfect all weekend, and there it is today. Looks great once again.
Yeah, we have a little bit like a light showers, like almost like a mist, Stan, is what was going out there a little while ago, but no real effect. If anything, just help it a little extra moisture in there to tighten things up. But cloudy in the 70s today. Obviously, we're going to get on that turf next week.
Yeah, turf for next week. The next week racing starts on Thursday through Sunday, 4 days a week, all the way through Kentucky Derby weekend here at Laurel Park. And 3 races on the turf next Thursday, and a 2-year-old race for the opener next Thursday.
And you know what? Not a Salzman in the group. That might be a first 2-year-old race of the season. I was shocked to not see that name present in the entries.
I'm sure they have a few up their sleeve. Maybe they're waiting for Pimlico to unleash them.
But the normal guys, and I will tell you, the first turf race of the season was impossible to line.
Right.
Absolutely impossible. So there you go. Here it starts now.
Yeah, a bunch of
dealing with
fields.
The big fields, some sketchy form here and there, and who's going to take to it early in the season. It usually takes a couple months for things, especially for doing the line, for things to kind of level out.
Yeah, you see who's ready coming off the layoff and stuff like that. Sometimes they need a race or two on those turf horses. So, all right, so that's next week. Let's get to it here. Today, race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. That's a mandatory payout, industry low 12% takeout on both your pick 5s. Let's check out my early pick 5. It's a $54 ticket, still pretty affordable. I have some good coverage in races 1 through 4, and then I have a single in race 5. In the opener, race 1, I go with the 4, 6, 7. Race 2, I go with the 2, 3, 6. Race 3, I'm 4 deep in there with the 2, 3, 5, 6. Race 4, it's a nice allowance race for 3-year-old fillies going 7 furlongs. The 2, Never Enough Time, looks tough in there for Trumbetta. The 5, Scat, Rattle, and Roll for Kelly Rubley. And then Marvelous Martina for Corrales and Trevor McCarthy. So I go 2, 5, 6 in that allowance race, race 4. And then my single, my best bet of the day in race 5, a beaten nickel going 6 furlongs. I like the favorite in there, the 7, Rockin' Cowboy. He's 9-5 for trainer Mark Reed. He's taking a big drop today. He gets the bug boy Julio Correa to ride. He should get a nice trip on the outside. He's 4 for 4 in the money here at Laurel Park, and he's a 5-time winner going 6 furlongs. So I key on the 7, Rockin' Cowboy there in race 5.
How many are going to be lined up for him?
Dropping, yeah, sure. Yep. Yeah. Claim box most likely to be active
it'll be
there.
Busy. I see you got this third race, Stan. This third race and that's the start of the Rainbow Six. What a head scratcher that one is. I'm glad to see you spread quite a bit in there. That easily could have been the all button.
Yeah, that's a nickel 2 life filly mares, 3/4 wide open. All right, let's take a look. One of my favorite, the favorite in there, race 3, Scratch. My top pick, the 4, Grand Lassie, is out of race 3. That's a big scratch. So I end up on Ty Pustina and Jose Corrales with the 3, Shall Try. In the third. Let's check out race 1 here. We're going a flat mile maiden, claiming 16,000, 3 and up. I go with the 6. We both have a cold 6, 7, 4, 3 super here in race 1. The 6 pep talking. We have a stat to show you here on trainer Graham Motion. Motion came a nostril away from winning 2 races here yesterday.
Yes, still dreaming, got it done, right? Was a nostril winner, got the absolute perfect bob, and just missed with the other one. Last 2 years at Laurel, though, 3 for 10 and 7 for 10 in the money. Maiden special weight to maiden claiming on the dirt. ROI of just over $2. This horse has been freshened up since early October, but reported first time gelding. Is pep talking a horse that obviously showed a little bit of ability back last summer, didn't quite pan out. I think taking the edge here, you go to the second dam. How about Gin talking? Graded stakes winner going long. I think the stretch out's going to be okay. This horse has been trained up to this race. Really kind of another sketchy group. I'll take pep talking. Reported first time gelding today.
Yeah, I like that angle. First time gelding for this Jumpstart 3-year-old. I like the family too. I remember Jen talking for Skedaddle Associates, long time loyal Maryland owners and breeders. So we're both on the 6 pep talking here. The 7 Lucid Dream. Caramano's he's having a good weekend. Linda Rice had a win yesterday here with Stoney Bennett and Caramano's, and this horse dropping first off the claim, so a little red flag there. But Linda wins a lot of races making aggressive moves like this.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Mare was 0 for 5, lone sip, only 1 for 10, but something caught their eye to claim for 30, but boom. Kind of a give up here, a quick give up. Once again, draws outside. Probably going to be right up towards the lead in here, I would assume, with the scratch of Awesome Agenda. Yeah, Lucid Dream could definitely be right up with it.
All right, so a cold 6, 7, 4, 3 in the opener. Let's turn the page. Race 2 kicks off the early pick 4. You like the early pick 4 today. You have a ticket. Let's check it out, see how you played it.
Yeah, I believe a $24 ticket today we threw up here. There we go. Get you started, Sororinoco and Wild Rider. Trevor there on the 2 Sororinoco. They can keep protecting this horse. I know he frustrates the owner. Talked to Mark Lapid and said just never know who's going to show up, but I still think he's showing signs that he wants to go. I'll take him in there along with Wild Rider, the speed. Third race, 3 and 6 shall try. I like your angle there. Jose Corrales and Laia Pastina. The blinkers going on, and also Miss Samart off a trouble trip. Fourth race, 2, 3, 5, 6. I really like the debut of Never Enough Time, Stan. But it was an off track. Let's see if she can bring it back on a fast track. But awfully good in debut. Fifth race, 3, 7, and 8. Rockin' Cowboy certainly to 1 to beat. Took over. Plenty of speed with Thaddeus as well. El Grillo, he's got to improve a little bit, but he's going to be lurking from off the pace.
All right, very affordable $24 play there for Keith's early pick 4. Let's take a look here at the second race. We're going 5.5 furlongs, claiming 25,000, 3 and up. Wide open claimer here in the second race, and the 3 we both have in our exactas. So let's start there. He's the 2-1 morning line favorite. The 3 Wild Rider. We have a video spotlight to show you of the 3. Here's the race right here at Laurel back in late January.
Yeah, couldn't quite get it done. It's 6-5, 2-putt. This might have been the first time Claudio 2-putt. But Wild Rider still very game in defeat at the 3/4 distance. Set some very honest fractions. I think he's going to be the one to catch today. I think he's a little bit quicker than Will Munnings, but he might get pressured. But ultra game, freshened up off that effort. The only thing that scares me, that negative stat claimers over the last year and a half, 2 years, 0 for 22 for Bill Conlon. But this horse gets a live rider in Correa. Going to be on the engine. I go to the 2 Sororinoco. We're going to get Trevor today. I think with Will Munnings showing speed along with Wild Rider, maybe even Uplifting, who's fresh, has shown some speed in the past. Sororinoco can get that trip sitting just behind the pace, and I think he'll be poised to make a run from the head of the stretch.
All right, so I like the 2 and the 3. We both use those horses. Sir Orinoco gets McCarthy, and they do protect this horse.
Yeah.
They've had this horse for a while. It was lightly raced last year, only 4 starts last year. He won twice, so I like the way that they're managing this horse. They're keeping him around for a while, keeping him fresh. I go with the 6, my price play of the day here. Will Munnings, 7-2 for trainer Jamie Ness. A big win 2 starts ago up at Penn National. He had a big win at Parks last December. Now, I know his last race here at Laurel Park against Starter Allowance, no good that day, but Ness doesn't drop him. He could have dropped him sharply off that spot. He still keeps him at this $25,000 level, so a 6-year-old has the back class. He's made over $250,000 of a million. Let's see if he can do a little bit better today. If he's on his A game, I think Angel Suarez should get a nice stalking trip on the outside.
Yeah, like I say, with an equal break, I don't know if he's as quick as Wild Rider, but he maybe has that advantage of being outside. Put the pressure on when he wants to. 0 for 2 at the distance. He's going to have to show me a little bit more finish into some quality types like the 2 and the 3.
We both used a 4. What do you make of this here? Whirling, curling, coming back in 7 days, cutting back in distance for trainer Rudy Sanchez Solomon. Angel Cruz has been aboard the last 4 starts. He's back aboard today. Interesting move here for this 4-year-old son of curling.
A long time since a sprint is going to need it to come back to him. The speed.
Right.
I don't know how far he's going to have to get within 5 or 6 at the top of the stretch if he's going to be able to catch him. I just don't know if he's going to be able to come. The numbers are there, no doubt about it. Sprinting figures. This is an interesting move back to the 5.5. And Team Tim just toss last. That's not what he wanted. He's a one-run sprinter. Much better than that race. And that 2 other than going long. Just put a line through it. Another one, though. How far back can he make up enough ground for the new barn?
All right, so nice open 25,000 claimer there in the second race. Let's turn the page. Race 3 will start the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. It normally starts race 4, but starts in race 3 today. Nice carryover. Let's show it to you. $15,534. This will be well played. My co-host in the afternoon, Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket. Let's check it out. There it is, $57.60 play. Race 3. He just goes 3 deep in the third with the 3, 5, 6. He's 4 deep in race 4 with the 2, 4, 5, 6. 3 deep in the fifth with the 3, 7, 8. And then races 6 through 8, he just goes 2 deep. Race 6, he has the 1, 7. Race 7, the 1, 2. And then race 8, he goes with the 3, 6. So there's his ticket. You can study it some more on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. I believe he gave out a winning Pick 6 ticket last Sunday. Let's see if he can have some luck once again this Sunday. Let's check out race 3 to start this Rainbow Pick 6. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,000. Filly mares 3 and up, never won 2. Lifetime, the condition alone screams out that this race is wide open. The favorite in here, the 4, Grand Lass, he's scratched. So I end up on the 3, Shall Try as my top pick. This 4-year-old filly by Orientate, she's getting a nice drop today. Last time she ran for this level for Rodney Jenkins back in February, a good second behind Louise, who came right back to win. Corrales claimed her that day, tried tougher starter allowance company twice, no good, back down to a better level today for Shall Try. Corrales also puts the blinkers on. The bug girl, Laya Bustina, stays aboard, so you get 7 pounds off. I like that. So I go with the 3, Shall Try.
Yeah, didn't quite understand the spots the last 2 at all, but breaking down this field, really not a ton of true speed. Shall Try, I think, with the blinkers, are going to be much closer to the drop. Will be in a very good position in this shorter field. I go Miss Mart on top. Definite excuse. Bobbled at the break. His speeds just kind of went on with it 1-2 around the racetrack on March 29th. The 2-back try is good. 45 buyer, clear of Sharon's Thunder, into a pretty decent pace. Tizaduzzi, I think, just going to have to go ahead and send if she's going to be able to win this race. Miss Mart takes the sights of her, is able to get by, and then we're going to have to hold off Shall Try. I like 3 or 6 to win it here in the third. Perfect Exchange. She's just got to overcome those slow starts. Has really gotten in a bad habit of being a bad breaker.
All right, so we like the same 4 horses here. I use all 4, the 2, 3, 5, 6 in my early pick 5. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, one more carryover to show you, and that's in the late pick 5 starting race 4. It's over 5,500. I have a ticket for it. We'll check it out right after this. The best bets at Laurel Park are the Pick 5s, and we have 2 of them. The early Pick 5 starts in race 1 and is a mandatory payout. The late Pick 5 is the last 5 races of the day and has carryover potential. Both Pick 5s at Laurel Park have an industry-low 12% takeout. The Pick 5s at Laurel Park, your best bet. Okay, welcome back. Let's check out the late pick 5. It starts in race 4 today. A nice carryover with all those long shot winners yesterday. Let's show you the carryover for the late pick 5. It's $5,514 here for this carryover. As always, that industry low, 12% takeout. This will be well played. There'll be a bunch of money in the late pick 5 pool today. It's a nice allowance race in race 4 to kick it off. Let's show you my ticket for the late pick 5. And also, that's right, we start the super high 5. I went out of order there, guys. My apologies. So super high 5, lots of action here in race 4. The rolling super high 5 starts in this race, and there's a carryover for that. That's pretty good. $7,378 super high 5. Also features a low 15% takeout, so check that out in race 4. We have it every race with 7 or more horses. Here's my late pick 5 ticket, $48 ticket. Race 4, I go with the same 3 I like on my early pick 5, the 2, 5, 6, and then I single on my best bet of the day, the 7 Rockin' Cowboy in race 5. Race 6 is a beaten 8,000, going 6 furlongs. I go with the favorites in there, Dr. Bolt and Midnight Cry, the 1-4. Race 7, a maiden 25 filly and mares, 6 furlongs. I think this race is kind of wide open. I go 4 deep with the 1-2, 4, 6. And then in the finale, that's an open 8,000. 3-year-old filly is going a mile. I go 4 deep there because my 4th pick is the 7 Mimic, and you're getting Trevor McCarthy at a decent price there, 8-1 for a Rudy Rod a dropper. So I go 4 deep there in race 8, the 3, 5, 6, 7. So $48 ticket. Once again, all the tickets you can look at some more on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Race 4, one of our features of the day, a first level allowance condition, optional claiming $50,000 for straight 3-year-old fillies. We're going 7 furlongs, and the 2 Never Enough Time, a homebred Maryland bred filly for R. Larry Johnson. She's by Munnings, and I tell you, Munnings, an up-and-coming stallion. He stands for $20,000. This horse out of a mare that's Larry Johnson's had for a while, I believe. What time it has been a decent producer. And this filly dropped the hammer in debut at 7-1 against Maiden Special Weight. She crushed him 5 1/4. 10 Oak Smith, who was second in that race, comes right back to win. So a strong win for Never Enough Time in her debut on March 3rd.
Yeah, a little surprised that she snuck away at that price. Trumbott over the last year or so, he's been strong with his first-time starters, and you talked about Munnings on an off track that day, and the mare was good. She's been producing, and the mare was faster in her own right. The stretch out, 5.5 to 7, not the easiest move, but boy, she had a nice stride on the off track. She was reaching, had a little bit left in the tank. That's a big number for a 3-year-old filly in her debut run at 5.5 at Laurel Park. I'm going to use her on top. I think she can handle a little bit of pressure, and then she's going to have to hold off Marvelous Martina. We've got a video of her last race, guys, on March the 17th. A little bit of trouble early. She broke right with the pack up in between horses, and has to kind of ease on back off of it. Now, that might have been the preferred move. Trevor kind of backs her out of there as the speed goes on. But she finds herself in the clear early on. There you go. The 4 horses kind of easing back, leaving the 5/8 pole. Gives up a little bit of ground, and then eventually he's going to find a seam around the turn and makes a pretty good run from the 5/16 pole to the wire. Here she goes. She kind of found room. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let her run. Works up in between horses here to the quarter pole with Trevor, and just can't quite get up. Has to drop down. He's going to make a good rally inside of horses. Past perfect on the extreme outside. I think it was a big price that day with Sheldon is the one that's going to get up. But Marvelous Martina trying to switch over to that correct lead. Still very willing. There she goes late in between horses. So the focus, maybe not all there, Stan. The blinker's going to go on. She's run against some quality types. She'd go back to that race at Keeneland against Bell's the One, a horse that's moved up in class. She's definitely going to be making a run at him. But I like the 2 Never Enough Time. That visually, the debut was super strong.
All right, so we both have the 2 on top. The 3 I didn't use, but you're getting Claudio Gonzalez at a big price here, 12-1 for the 3. Yesterday's plan, and he gets one of his go-to riders, Carlos Carrasco. Carlos and Claudio, 35% together. So the 3, an interesting play here in race 4.
I just saw, for some reason, when he reached in to claim this horse, we thought there was going to be a big improvement. And there really wasn't. It took her a little time, and then she finally popped last time. Incredible time, ridden out. She had something left. Now we're going to raise up to 50. Okay, when he does that, You know,
Sure.
that's going to catch your eye. It was kind of like Bozzini with Engelhart, horses jumping 4 for 9 and 7 for 9 in the money with this kind of a move, with the 50% jump up in class off of a top fig. I think she's a price user in here. Maybe I've got her lined a little too high at 12. Comes down a little bit, certainly because of the scratch, but she offers some value in this race.
All right, so an interesting first-level allowance condition there for 3-year-old fillies to kick off that late pick 5. Nice carryover. It's over 5,500 for the late pick 5. Late pick 4 starts in race 5. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,003 and up. Haven't won 2 in 6 months or never won 5. That's the condition. All right, you're making me feel better here about my best bet of the day. The 7 Rockin' Cowboy was claimed for open 8,000 back in January. Won that day with a 75 buyer. They stepped up to the open 12-5. A couple good thirds against tough open 12-5 company. Now we drop into a cozy beaten nickel spot. This is a big drop here for Rockin' Cowboy. Julio Correa will ride this horse 4 for 4 in the money here at Laurel Park. If you're worried about a suspicious drop maybe, well, they claim the horse for 8,000. They've gotten a couple checks for open 12-5. He's supposed to win today. He'll probably get sold, so they get out on the horse and they keep the money churning. That's how you do the claiming game.
A little frustrating because really had a perfect trip last time. Off of a duel, moved up, she'll clear. I'm definitely a little concerned. There's no doubt about it, but with Correa, live rider, get a little break here. I think is going to be perfectly positioned again with Took Over and Thaddeus. Thaddeus knows only one way, and that's to the front. Took Over with Rebecca Labar is going to be poised just off the leader, right? You know, I think they could even get tangled up in a duel. But Took Over has a little bit of a rating gear. We saw it up at Penn, was able to sit outside of a horse and go on. That might happen. He could put away Thaddeus, but I think Rockin' Cowboy, a little desperation move, but, yeah, they want to get out today.
Yep. We
Get
both
out
like
with a win.
Yeah, we both like the 3 here. El Grillo for Mike Gorham. Sheldon Russell will ride a good second last out against Open Nickel Company. That was a good second behind Turbin, who's a solid nickel claimer around here. So El Grillo, strong effort last out. He gets a little bit of an easier spot today.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to jump up and run those kind of numbers that he's run at Penn or Delaware. He comes out of the Open Nickel. He's going to get a great setup. I want to see him a little bit quicker. I'm not leaving him out of the exactus because he's going to sit in an absolute dream trip inside. Is he just fast enough to come in and reel these types in?
All right, so we both have the 7 Rockin' Cowboy on top there in race 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 will kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 8,003 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. Races enter for 7,000 or less, not considered in the eligibility, and we both have the 1 on top, Dr. Bolt. Let's show you the video spotlight of his last race. It was first off the claim for Kieran McGee, late March, beat Nickel. He crushed him this day, won by over 5.
And you rarely see Dr. Bolt this close turning for home and actually getting the lead at the top of the stretch. He had a dream set up, though. He had 3 horses battling for the lead into the turn, was able to be clear of any kind of trouble, and a sweeping move got it done. But I like this, very eager to the wire. He wants to keep on going. Comes back kind of quick, ready to roll, go through the conditions. That's what Kieran does.
And he has some back class. He's been through these levels before. Kieran claimed this 7-year-old back in February, freshened him up a little bit, gave him about almost a month and a half off, and big win last out. Now he draws the 1 hole today. Gerald Almodovar, who's aboard for that win, will likely be covered up in some traffic early on here on Dr. Bolt, so they're going to have to carve out a good trip. But yeah, he's in a good spot here.
Yeah.
So we both have the 1 on top. We both like the 4 Midnight Cry for Linda Albert. Big second at this level, last out with a 70 buyer. Midnight Cry, a 4-time winner here at Laurel Park. I used the 4 as well on my late pick 5. I go 1-4 in this race.
Should be part of the pace flow. Obviously, Cobb might be the speed of the speed, but that's why I think Dr. Bolt from the rail doesn't bother me too much, because the 2 horses next to him, they're going to go out. He just needs to come away cleanly. He'll have a pretty good run inside and then decide, okay, which way do I want to go around the turn. So I think Day Strike, I'm just reaching a little bit for a little bit of a price in here. I'm not concerned. Last time back for open 8s, we're going to come back to the condition. Hung wide, 2 back in this spot. I think this horse is going to be able to draft up into the pace and make a run into it today. He's got numbers that work for me. Sneaky price play here at Day Strike, somewhere from mid-pack.
All right, so nice beating 8,000 there in race 6. Race 7 will kick off the late daily double. It's a maiden claiming 25,000. Filly and mares 3 and up. We're going 6 furlongs. You have the 6 on top. I like the 6 as well. I go 4 deep on my late pick 5. I use the 1, 2, 4, 6. Let's start with the 6. Go, Amanda. We have a video spotlight to show you late March right here at Laurel Park. 4-year-old daughter, Freedom Child. This was her 3rd race this day.
When will we get the true Go, Amanda? Leaned in, brushed the gate, the inside part of the stall there. And here we go. Rushes up, checks, steadies. Horror show for the opening furlong. For Go Amanda. But I tell you, lightly raced, showed a little bit of late life. That was first-time blinkers on the 24th of March. But here we go, top of the stretch. We're going to pick it up here. Talker on the lead. And Go Amanda closes up maybe about 5-6 lengths from the top of the stretch home. That's good enough for me. Very willing. She draws outside. She's free and clear of any trouble this afternoon. Yes, she's got to make up some ground. 1, 2, 3, go. The favorite in here beat her several lengths in their only meeting. But I think you're going to see the real Go Amanda today.
All right, yeah, that was a nice finish there after overcoming all that trouble early on. So now second-time blinkers. She might be a little more focused and should get a trouble-free trip on the outside in a small field,
right? You would think so, yes.
All right, so we both like the 6. I go with the 2 on top, though. 1, 2, 3, go. The favored in this race, taking a drop in class for trainer Tim Keefe and Avalon Farm. This filly, a 4-year-old daughter of Hunter's Bay, a good second 2 starts ago back in February against maiden 40,000. That was at maiden 50 down to 40, and a real good second behind Timeless Treasure, who came right back to win. So a strong outing that day. Then they stepped up to maiden special weight late March. She was 10-1 in a tough heat that day, and just ran okay. She had to break from the 1 hole, going 7 furlongs. That's tough to do. And just ran okay. But she takes a little drop today. Forest Boys will ride for trainer Tim Keefe, and I think the favored, the 2, are going to be tough here in race 7.
Yeah, I just worry she's got a little bit of hang. Yeah, you look at the numbers, the 54, 56, glaring standout. I think Go Amanda can improve, and I think she's going to have to make a run into Talker for Claudia, who I don't think is just going to go ahead and throw in the towel by the time they hit the top of the stretch. Maybe she's going to have to make a pop move, 1, 2, 3, go, open up a daylight lead, I think, and just kind of, if she's going to go ahead and beat this field. I think she's going to get tangled up and might hang again. She's going to be awfully short in here. You look at the 1, Shack for Love, Tennessee bred. Another one. We've had a couple of these now, right? Tennessee breds. Yeah. You buy Shackelford, $1,000 purchase, but in for 25, some good work. The only thing, a stat, Mike Trumpet hadn't had many negative stats of late, but 0 for 14 with 3-year-old filly firsters the first couple years in maiden claimings on the dirt. So 2 for 14 in the money. Interesting move here. Goes and gets Correa. Some good quality works coming in.
Yeah, Trombetta rolling this spring. 10 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, and a third. So he is rolling. This filly by Shackelford. Shackelford slowly but surely turning into a solid stallion. He stands for 20,000 now. But I think the Preakness winner Shackelford, I think that stud fee is going to go up. He was the sire of that Corrales horse yesterday, the nickel 3 life horse, stepping up into a starter allowance race that won at 45 to 1 or something. So Shack for Love, a couple recent sharp workouts right here at Laurel Park,
and half to an 11-time winner and a couple 4-time winners. Some horses that have made some money. Interesting little Tennessee bred there in race 7.
All right, so we both like the 1, 2, 4, 6 there in race 7. The finale, race 8, we're going a flat mile, claiming 8,000 for straight 3-year-old fillies. I go with the 3 on top, 7-5 favorites. Swirly Shirley for John Salzman Jr. Joan Rosado, her regular rider, back aboard today. This filly's won 2 of her last 3. Both those wins were against Open 12-5 claimers. Now an aggressive move here down for the Open 8. She's a 3-time winner at Laurel Park. Swirly Shirley going to be a popular short price favorite here in race 8.
And wants to go, run them off their feet. Went through some pretty quick internals last time and just whistled. Short comment, a little erratic. It says mid-stretch. Okay, and now we're going to come back to the 8. Will weekends for work, I think the other Jerry Robb be able to kind of soften Swirly Shirley up. I'm going to gamble on that and go to the other J Red, Yours to Keep. She's run a couple good tries at this mile distance. Couldn't quite catch Swirly Shirley as she had it her own way last time. I think things might be a little bit tougher on the front end this afternoon.
Well, I go 4 deep in this race on my pick 5. I use all 4 of my picks, 3, 5, 6, 7. The 6 is live. The 5 weekends for work. The other Rob horse, she has early speed, just broke her maiden by almost 8 lengths. So her confidence is sky high. She's well in her today, 3-year-old daughter of El Padrino. And you can't count out McCarthy here on the 7 Mimic. You picked the 7 second. McCarthy and on this dropper, daughter of Frisian Fire for trainer Rudy Rodriguez.
Yeah, positive ROI for Rudy Rod. Couple routes, a couple sprints going out to the route. Another one, sneaky good move. We liked yesterday's plan in for 50,000, right? Shuffled it to half, late move last time. We're going to get McCarthy at some value in the nightcap. There you go.
All right.
6, 7, 3, 4.
Good card today with 3 carryovers. The carryovers, they start in race 3 over 15,000 for that 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Late Pick 5 starts in race 4. Late Pick 5 carryovers over 5,500. Also in race 4, the Super High 5 starts, and that's almost 7,400. So lots of action for you this afternoon here at Laurel. Come on out here. Good luck to you. And Dave Robin coming up next with Scratches and Changes. Good luck.
Good luck.